Hey, this is Peacock Cichlids. In this video, we're going to do a follow-up to a lot of questions, a lot of requests, and this is going to be the OrangeCrisp explosion. OrangeCrisp is an amazing dragon blood. If you've not seen one like it, this is the time to do it. This is the time. Now, if you've seen them in the past in my very much well-viewed video, How to Breed African Cichlids, then this is what you need to look at, because he has changed, he has developed, he is getting really excellent looking. Now, he hasn't hit his prime yet, but he is looking amazing. So check out this video. I'm going to be touching on some viewer questions about OrangeCrisp and his breeding experience, and we're going to be looking at the lighting of this setup here, as well as the lighting in where the fry is from OrangeCrisp. We're looking at some of the things that some viewers had questions on, the females of my breeding experiments. It's very important information. Some things I take for granted, but not you the viewers. When you have comments and questions, I make sure I address those. So check this video out and look this amazing video, the OrangeCrisp explosion. Woo! Look this way. If you look at the top of this aquarium, you see a little light fixture there. That light fixture only costs $8. $8. Now you can get a LED bulb from Sam's, Walmart. Sam's has them and Costco has them for like about 6 to 8 for $10 a piece. They're incredibly bright. It lasts for years. If something happens, like say your light fixture goes into the water or you step on it or whatever, basically all you have to do is replace the bulb. It's only going to cost you a couple of dollars. So that's what I do for a lot of my new light fixtures, because some of the other ones you pay hundreds of dollars, and if one LED goes out, some other ones go out, you can't replace them, you can't repair them, you have to shell out another $100. But you can get this right here, and you'll see how it works. Basically $10 to $12. So I just wanted to point that out. Some of you want to save some money in the hobby and do more with your aquarium and fish. It may not look the best, but it's pretty cool. So let's switch now to the fish. Here is OrangeCrisp. Now he's looking really, really good. He is under a different light, so you have to compare this video on how to breed African Peacock Cichlids. He's the star of that video, a very popular video. Look at his colorations, pop. Now, some dragon bloods have a lot of red. He has a lot of orange, and he may develop into more of a red color as he matures. But he's got like a pinkish color into him on his sides that is really amazing. Just wanted you to see the difference. He's grown. I don't know if you can tell the size difference, but he's looking really, really good. And he is definitely a breeder stud. I have many different dragon bloods in my breeding programs, different looking ones, but I think he's a really good specimen. Now, I always have caves for him. It lessens the aggression. He guards his cave, leaves the females alone. So I mentioned I was going to talk about the females. A viewer pointed out in a recent video that some of my females had concave bellies. They were looking kind of weak. So I agreed with them, and I'm going to explain why that was in this video and showing you some of these females. So let's look at this female right here. Alright, this female right here, maybe the one above it is maybe better. That one right there, let me get a little bit better focus. You can get to look at the belly. Let me just the one above it. Alright, just start looking at the bellies of these females. Now, what you have, okay, here's one it's holding right here. See the concave right there? It's holding, and these fish do not eat for 14 to 21 to 25 days. So okay, let's look at this one right here. Notice the concave right here where it hasn't been eating, because it's holding babies, fry, eggs. And so that is why you can see that on some of my females, because yeah, maybe they weren't holding at the time, but maybe a few days before they were holding. So if they were holding just a few days before, then it's going to take more than a few days to renourish themselves and get the size back. So if you're at the pet store and you see a concave belly on some of these mouth brooders, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're in bad shape. It could mean that, hey, they have been holding and they had their babies and they haven't had time to replenish their nourishment. I've actually gotten some really cool deals where I get a female that's holding from a pet store, a fish store, and then I can all I had to do is buy one or two females, and I had like 100 some babies when I got home, because I stripped them or they came out in the bag, and I raised them up, and it was a great deal. So you need to realize that when you're purchasing fish, you may, some of these fish are not too cheap. But if you get one that's holding, you can have plenty in a real short. So here is OrangeCrisp actually breeding in a cave. I had a viewer who was asking me, what happened to your, the program? What's going on? How's your offspring been? I mean, I talked about having all these females, and I got, a lot. I haven't counted recently. It's probably 12 to 14 females in here. And, that's a good question. Hey, what are you doing with your OrangeCrisp? You're talking about how to breed them and all that. Well, show us what you got. So what was going on at the time is I had all my aquariums full of other fish. So I couldn't really collect the babies and have them anywhere to go. But recently I've sold some fish, and you see them spinning around doing the love dance here in the cave. As I've sold some fish and had an aquarium that was free. So I was able to collect several hundred of these guys, and I'm going to show you now the results. I don't want to know if you want to see more of the dance or not, but we'll quickly go to the other aquarium and show you the results, because it's kind of interesting, and I'll be able to show it to you close up what happened. So stay tuned. Just wanted to show you the light spectrum of this light from the tank of the OrangeCrisp offspring. I mentioned it before on the actual breeding aquarium. So I want you to look at the little bit of the light spectrum, and I want you to look at the light fixture real quick. Same light fixture. I can't really show you the bulb. Let me turn it off, see if you can see it that way. There we go. It's one of those bright sticks. These are awesome. You can get like 6 to 8 of these for $10. They last for years. LED. You can get the whole setup here for like about $10 to $12. Really nice. Plugs in, got a switch up here. So check it out. You can get these at most hardware stores, Lowe's, Home Depot, even your car parts. It's basically a utility light, clips on things. You can have it hanging from the top of your aquarium if you have like racks. Pretty nice. So here's my view of the offspring of OrangeCrisp. I'm going to zoom in here in just a minute. You can just see, I want you to see the multitude of fish. There's probably over 200 in this aquarium. And how I had 200 at the same size, that's another reason why you have more than a few females to breed with. Your male stud for the peacock is so you can collect multiple amounts at the same time. That way they will be growing up at the same rate of speed. This will keep you from having problems later. In another video I'll show what a few days difference can determine in raising your fish in the same aquarium. So let me zoom in here. Now you see kind of like where they're all at and how many there are. I'm not going to raise up on the focus because there's some glare back there. So if you look here, you have some that are yellow and some that are dark. The yellow ones are more, I guess they could be pinkish orange. I'm not real good with colors, but your gray ones are going to be more like your icebreaker, like the females, and then your orange ones are going to be more like the OrangeCrisp. Now the thing about it is, you're not going to be able to tell what these guys look like for several months. Because some of the OrangeCrisp ones, the Dragon Bloods here, may have some characteristics of the blue ones in them. May have a blue face, may have some different colorations. So you basically have to do a waiting game to see what you got. Now this aquarium I have plants. I can tell you from how I've been doing recently with sponge filters and all my aquariums that the plants are a lot better off in the with the sponge filter because they're not getting sucked to the intake, especially if you have bigger fish that dislodge them from where they're planted. So basically 2 or 3 months at the minimum to be able to start to see what these fish will look like. It's potential that there will be some that look like icebreakers, some that will look better than icebreakers. Some of the Dragon Bloods could be a new variety that I could call something else. So I'm excited about this, and I wanted to make sure that I touched on this for my viewers. When they're taking time to comment and ask me about things, I'm going to take the time to make a video and show them what the results are. So we got about 200 from the OrangeCrisp, 200 babies, and they're about half and half. Half of them are looking like Dragon Blood, and half of them are kind of looking like the icebreaker variety. But we don't know, like I say again, for 2 or 3 months, these could be some amazing, totally different from I've ever had fish. Especially when you look at those females back or further in the video, you can't tell what kind of coloration the males are going to be from them. And each fish is different. They have a little bit different genetics than the other fish. So, thanks for watching. Keep on watching some of my breeding projects. I'll keep on going with them. I'm enjoying them. I enjoy the comments and questions I'm getting. So please don't hold back. I really appreciate the questions and comments. And I'm glad y'all are enjoying this just as much as I am. So look around the screen and check out some more videos from Ricky Kennerly Cichlids. And if you're not already, subscribe to Ricky Kennerly Cichlids. I also breed Mbuna and Frontosas, so check out some of those videos as well. Thanks again for watching and have a great day.